You are Locked On Red Sox POSTCAST, part of Locked On Sports Boston. On the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, a good week taking 2 of 3 from the Phillies. An outstanding week for the Red Sox as they take 2 of 3 from the Yankees at Fenway Park. Red Sox finish off an impressive week. Might have opened up some eyes as well, taking the series from both the Phillies and the Yankees. Kutter Sunday night at Fenway, solid. Red Sox running themselves to a series win against the Yankees. First series of the season between the two teams in the AL East, going to Boston. And if the Sox go on a nice run over the next couple of weeks, there was one inning from Sunday night that we might very well be talking about for quite a while. Welcome into the Locked On Red Sox POSTCAST. I'm Steve Lennox, baseball play-by-play announcer, show host. Spent time in the minors calling games for Batavia, the Muck Dogs, Wilmington, Staten Island, and Aberdeen. 6 college baseball regionals for the ESPN networks. Covered the inaugural Baseball Classic for XM Radio in both Tokyo and Scottsdale a long time ago. We are providing reaction to every Red Sox game on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, as well as the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which is free and available wherever you get your podcasts. Reminder, Gabby Hurlbut is back at it on Monday. Gabby providing great in-depth analysis Monday through Friday on the Locked On Red Sox podcast, wrapping up, and the Red Sox wrapping up their 6-game homestand on Sunday night with a victory against the Yankees. Our Locked On and our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast brought to you by FanDuel. Make every moment more. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets with any winning $5 bet. That's $200 in bonus bets with any winning $5 bet. Visit FanDuel.com/LockedOn to get started. Well, the Red Sox down 1-0 in the first inning. Kutter Crawford looking for his first win since May 1st. Gave up a home run to Aaron Judge, but the Red Sox answer right back. They take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees, go 4-2 on the homestand. Mission accomplished. 2-1 against the Phillies, 2-1 against the Yankees, losing the series opener against the Phillies last Tuesday, losing the opener against the Yankees on Friday. Both series coming back, winning games 2 and 3. And for the first time since May 22nd, it's been a while, the Red Sox are now 2 games over 500. 9-3 the final Sunday night baseball from Fenway. Again, the Red Sox go 4-2 against the top 2 teams in Major League Baseball. I mentioned Judge with the home run, but the Red Sox answered right back in the bottom half of the first inning. Cedar Rafaela getting the job done. 2-out, 2-run single. Bottom of the third, Rafael Devers didn't get an RBI, but put the ball in play, first and third situation, hit the ball up the middle, hit into a double play, and Devers then made it 4-1 with a sac fly in the bottom of the 5th inning. The 7th inning, let's get right into it. Kutter Crawford went 6. And several times during the course of this homestand, I thought, okay, let's see if the starter can give one more. And I think Crawford could have, but in that 7th inning, you had Brennan Bernardino, left-hander, on the mound, and you had a couple of left-handed batters due up for the Yankees, Verdugo and Rizzo. So Brennan Bernardino got into trouble in that 7th inning, and then Zach Kelly came on. Zach Kelly came into the game in the 7th inning and did an outstanding job. Bernardino left with the bases loaded. Again, lefty in there, Verdugo, Rizzo, 2 left-handed batters in the first 3 batters. Kelly entered with the bases full, nobody out. Went 3-0 on the first batter that he faced in Gleyber Torres. Struck him out. Torres took a couple of pitches for strikes, can't run full. Then he swung at a pitch out of the zone. Probably would have been ball 4. Likely would have been ball 4. Would have been ball 4. Instead, the strikeout there. And then after striking out Torres, he got Trevino to strike out on 3 pitches, and then LeMahieu lined to center field for the final out of the 7th inning. Now, that was big enough. Bases loaded, nobody out. Kelly gets out of the jam in the 7th inning and leaves the bases loaded. Then, in the bottom half of the 7th inning, Red Sox score 3 runs. Theme of this series, getting to the opposing team's starting pitcher. Stroman went 5. Last 2 nights, Red Sox able to add on late. Did the same thing in the Phillies series in games 2 and 3. But the Red Sox, after denying the Yankees and leaving 3 runners stranded in the top of the 7th inning, thanks to Zach Kelly, the Red Sox got 3 in the home 7th inning, added 2 more in the 8th inning. And the Red Sox ran wild. Franchise record, 9 stolen bases. They were 9 for 10. We'll touch on that coming up in our segment, in our second segment. But Kutter Crawford gave the Red Sox what they needed. 6 innings. Again, 84 pitches. Thought he could go 7. Alex Cora knows a lot more than me every single day of the week and 365 days of the year. Crawford, 6 innings, 3 earned runs allowed, 3 hits, walked just 1, struck out 2. Second straight start of the series. He gave up 2 home runs, but they were both solo shots. So Crawford gave the Red Sox what they needed. Now, the Red Sox are going to need 6, and you'd like to see a starting pitcher go 7 one of these days. Houck gets a start, game 2 against Toronto on Tuesday. But on this homestand, Crawford, 6 innings, 4 runs, 2 earned against the Phillies last Tuesday. Pivetta went just 4. Houck went 6. A lot of the times you expect 7 out of him. Bayo went 4 2/3 against the Yankees on Friday. Criswell went 4 innings on Saturday. Turned out to be a win. The Red Sox using 3 relievers, 5, then 1. Remember, Houck and then Brad Keller with 3 scoreless innings. That was a big point in this homestand. Keller giving 3 scoreless innings on Thursday in the series finale against the Phillies. But Crawford does pick up the win. Crawford first victory, Red Sox first victory, with Crawford making a start since a home start against the Giants back on May 1st. 4th win of the season and 15 starts for the Red Sox when Crawford takes the mound to start. But he did a nice job. Worked a 1-2-3 second. 3rd inning, got a ground ball double play. Retired the side 1-2-3 in the 4th. Did the same in the 5th inning. Gave up a home run to Trevino. That made it a 4-2 game. Trevino, his second of the series. 7 home runs allowed by the Sox over the course of the 6-game homestand. 4 of those allowed by Kutter Crawford. 6 of them with nobody on base. You'll certainly take that. So, job well done by the Red Sox. Taking care of business against the Yankees. Kutter Crawford gave the Sox length with 6 innings, 3 earned runs allowed. That's a quality start in Major League Baseball. And then Zach Kelly. I think we're going to be talking about that 7th inning, especially if the Red Sox go on a run here. Upcoming road trip, 3 in Toronto starting Monday, 3 in Cincinnati starting on Friday. They'll have an off day in between on Thursday. And it's going to be a much-needed off day for the Red Sox. Again, you're going to Toronto. There's not going to be any rainouts over the next 3 games. There's rain in Toronto, you close the dome. But maybe the Red Sox are also getting out of town at just the right time because it's going to be just unbearably hot in the Northeast in the coming over the course of the upcoming week. So the Red Sox go 4-2 against the Phillies and the Yankees. 2 games over 500 for the first time since beating the Rays back on May 22nd. All adds up to a victory against the Yankees on Sunday night. And just going back to that note a little bit here, I've got it up right here. Lose 4-1, win 8-6. There's a theme here. 8 runs, 9 runs in the final 2 games of the series against the Phillies. Again, got into the bullpens. Marcus Stroman has pitched very well. Stroman, his first loss, by the way, this season in a road start. Yankees were perfect 7-0 in his prior 7 road starts before Sunday night. So, again, 1 run and a loss Tuesday against the Phillies. Next 2 games, 8 runs and 9 runs. And a 9-3 victory against the Phillies in the finale. 9-3 victory against the Yankees in the finale. Getting into those bullpens, adding on runs late. And another part, Craig Weissert, Sunday night. 2 innings, scoreless baseball. Kenley Jansen did get up at one point, but again, the runs late in the 7th and 8th innings, didn't have to use Kenley Jansen. Now he is fresh and ready to go going forward for the series against the Blue Jays. That's terrific. You'll take that if you're the Red Sox any day of the week. And again, you have to feel great about this, about what the team was able to do over the last couple of days and really over the last 6 games as well. Coming up, ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. Red Sox impressive, opened up some eyes perhaps, taking 4 out of the 6 against the Phillies and Yankees, winning both series. But Eduardo Perez said during the game on Sunday night on ESPN with Carl Ravitch and David Cohn, this is Alex Cora baseball. We need more of that going forward. I'll explain just that right after this. Again, the Red Sox victorious by a score of 9-3 against the Yankees. And the Red Sox pick up the win now, 2 games over 500 for the first time since they were 26-24. Our Locked On Red Sox postcast sponsored by FanDuel. Summertime means baseball, the NBA Finals, and more. And you can bet it all on FanDuel. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets with any winning $5 bet. That's $200 you can use to bet everything from the finals MVP to who's going to hit one out of the park. Visit FanDuel.com/lockedon. Add a big win to your summer bucket list. FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. Again, Red Sox victorious 9-3. This is the Locked On Red Sox postcast. We're talking about the Red Sox taking 2 out of 3 in the series against the New York Yankees. Our Locked On Red Sox postcast on the Locked On Boston Network, also brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app. With more than 5 million members, it's the most fun, exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and your favorite players. You pick more or less on 2 or more players' stats for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Prize Picks has something for every sports fan, from baseball and basketball to League of Legends and everything in between. You can pick Jokic, Shohei Ohtani, Connor McDavid, Jude Bellingham. Again, that is Prize Picks, proud sponsor of the Locked On Boston Network. So the Red Sox pick up the victory, right? Run, and run some more. Mention Eduardo Perez during the game. There was a stolen base, 1 of 9 for the Red Sox in the victory. Red Sox had 9 stolen bases, 4 from David Hamilton, 2 from Jarren Duran. 9 total. 9 of 10 in one game and stolen base attempts. Rob Refsnyder was cut down on a caught stealing during the game. We'll push that to the side. 9 stolen bases. Are you going to have 9 stolen bases every game? No. But this was the first series of the season against the Yankees. And you scout prior to the series. You have advanced scouting. We know that. The Yankees and Red Sox, probably 2 of the best organizations in terms of advanced scouting. But as the series went on, 9 stolen bases in one game. The Red Sox knew that going in. They may not have known that they were going to steal 9 bags. But run. Eduardo Perez saying, this is Alex Cora baseball. This is an exciting team when they put the ball in play, get runners on base, and put things together. You've got Duran, you've got Hamilton, you got Raffaello, you got Wilyer coming back here in the coming days. Wilyer Abreu. But it was just fun to watch. They got on base. It was go time. Green light. You go, you make it. We got runners in scoring position. And there was one play as well. Where do I have it written down? It was Duran late in the game. Base hit to center field, went first to third, got a great look at second. Again, Eduardo Perez did a great job saying you're your own base coach in that situation where the ball hit to center field. And he said, if the ball is not to the center fielder and they don't have possession of the baseball, you go. Duran read it beautifully. First to third. That's this team. Doubles, walks, getting into bullpens. That's the formula. And I think they're continuing to build on that formula. Are you going to steal 9 bases every single game? No. The Reds and the Nationals, they're 1 and 2, and it might be Nationals-Reds in terms of stolen bases. But the Red Sox had 60 coming in, now 69 on the season. 9 stolen bases. Run, get on base, green light. Another thing I like tonight, Rafi Devers. He's an RBI guy. Get the guys in front of him on base. He takes care of business. Had an RBI late in the game. No RBI with a ground out and a double play early on, but added on to that lead. But the stolen base for this team could be huge. The number of doubles that this team can do. I had it at 22 walks and 18 doubles. They may have had that. That was actually 22 walks, 18 doubles through the first 5 games of the series. So just going back to the box score for a moment, how many walks? 6 walks again. And you want to compare walks? 6 walks for Yankees pitchers, just 2 walks for Crawford, Bernardino, Kelly, and Weiser combined. Magic formula right there. Limit the walks from your pitching staff. Work the walks from the opposing team. Get into their bullpen. Red Sox did that during the course of this series. Did it in fine fashion. But run, and run some more. Key to success. Again, you got Stroman out of there after 5 innings. He was at 102 pitches. Done. 4 earned runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Wheeler had the best performance for a starting pitcher during these 6 games. Again, Red Sox did not face Ranger Suarez. Maybe one of the top 3-4 pitchers in baseball. But Wheeler's right there as well, although he got shellacked by the Orioles on Sunday. But Wheeler went 7. Christopher Sanchez went 4. Nola went just the 3 2/3 in the series finale Thursday. And then you got Heel on Friday. He's pitched very well this season. He went just 5 innings. Rodon went 5 innings. Your 3 Yankee starters in the series, 5 innings. That meant you were into the bullpen 6th inning on. Again, take it. Run with it. That's success for this team. That is success. Speed doesn't take a vacation. Speed doesn't go into a slump. You hit the ball on the ground. You challenge the defense. You beat one out every once in a while. You take the extra base. Those things all add up. I think they added up over the course of this homestand. Again, this was the first series, trying to go back to a thought I was trying to complete from earlier. First series of the season between the Yankees and Red Sox. I don't think the Yankees missed anything, but perhaps a little off guard as just to how aggressive the Red Sox could be. This is not a team waiting to get a couple of runners on base and then, boom, hit a 3-run home run. This is not a team that's going to rely on the home run. They're going to hit home runs, but they're going to get on base, have success, run, hit with 2 outs, timely hitting, execute, runner at third, less than 2 outs. You're not going to be successful every single time, but you certainly can have success. And the Red Sox, success, right? 4-2 homestand against the top 2 teams in the league. You end it going 4-2. You end it 2 games above 500. Chance to lay an egg. You could have come to the ballpark on Sunday and said, you know what? We lose today. We go 3-3. We'll feel pretty good about ourselves. Now you're going to Toronto. First series of the season with the Blue Jays starts on Monday. 4-2. You're feeling a heck of a lot better, a hell of a lot better at 4-2 on the homestand rather than going 3-3. And again, losing the series opener on a couple of occasions. But other than that, taking care of business. 9-3 the final. Again, Red Sox take 2 out of 3 in the series. Was Tristan Casas auditioning for his second career after playing baseball this weekend? Plus, our number of the night. We've thrown a lot of numbers at you. We've got a couple of more. And we look ahead at the upcoming 6-game road trip for the Sox. They'll start it 2 games over the 500 mark. Steve Lennox with you on the Locked On Red Sox postcast, wrapping up Sunday night's victory at Fenway 9-3 against the New York Yankees, and the Locked On Red Sox podcast on the Locked On Red Sox Boston Network, brought to you by our friends, and let's get this here, our friends at Supply House. Get supplies from the site that's made this for the skilled trade. Supplyhouse.com. Supplyhouse.com is the reliable way to order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product information to help you get the job done right. Shop a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from over 400 top brands and get your order delivered right to your door with fast shipping from coast to coast. No help or need help with an order? No problem. Get expert support and industry-leading service from the friendliest folks in the business and talk to a real person every time. Pros in the skilled trades can get a competitive edge by joining SupplyHouse.com's free Trade Master program. Every Trade Master gets access to a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Join the thousands of trade pros already benefiting from their free membership at supplyhouse.com/TM and order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies from anywhere with just a few clicks at supplyhouse.com. Again, Steve Lennox with you on the Locked On Red Sox postcast. We are recapping the Red Sox 9-3 victory against the New York Yankees with a win Sunday night at Fenway. The Red Sox take 2 of 3 from the Phillies, take 2 of 3 as well from the Yankees. So watching Nesson, Dave O'Brien, Lou Merloni Friday night, watching the ESPN broadcast Sunday Night Baseball. Tristan Casas was on the microphone or on the headset Friday with Dave O'Brien and Lou Merloni. And then Sunday night with Carl Ravitch, Eduardo Perez, David Cohn. By the way, you can learn a lot about pitching from David Cohn. But Casas, first off, Casas is leading the way right now in Jarren Duran being American League All-Star. He also knows his numbers. I'm not sure how he prepped or when he prepped, but he prepped, and he got some things in there. They asked him a couple of questions on Sunday. He shared a great Father's Day story with his father, which resulted when he was 6 or 7 years old in coach pitch, where his father was actually ratted out, maybe you could say. A friend's mother called the cops on Tristan Casas' father, and he actually did get in the back of a police car. That was an interesting story from Tristan Casas, but it really was terrific. Both nights, enjoyed him. Rattled off numbers for Jarren Duran, making his case for being an AL All-Star, and rightfully so. If your teammate can't do it for you, then who's going to do it? Well, we're going to do it for you too, because Jarren Duran, I think, will be an All-Star, and certainly deservedly so. But Tristan Casas on the microphone Sunday night with the headset on, I believe it was, on Friday as well, did a terrific job. Very personable. We know that. I believe it was Brian Bayo came out of the clubhouse, and Kenley Jansen said, hey, give the microphone up or stop talking so much. Let the guys talk a little bit as well. And they were speaking Spanish back and forth together as well. That was terrific. The number of the night, because this could have been bad, 53. I said it when Trevor Story went down. I'll say it today. And Dom Smith, you got to give something for this team, either at the plate or defensively. You just have to. That seventh inning error where Rizzo reached against Bernardino, you got to get an out there. He was thinking going to second, then had to go to first. Didn't get it cleanly out of his glove. But the 53rd error of the season for the Red Sox could have cost him there. Zach Kelly got out of a bases loaded, no out jam. But 53 errors on the season, you got to clean it up. I don't know how you do it. Working in minor league baseball many years ago, sat with a scout one day. We were talking about a team defensively, and this was all before a lot of the defensive metrics that we have present day. I said, how as a team do you improve? And this was in minor league baseball, where they were out on the field most days at 4 o'clock. Took infield after batting practice almost every single game. The teams I was with, at least. And I asked the scout one day, how do you get better defensively, individually and as a team, during the course of a season? Looked at me, just said, you don't. That's all he said, shrugged his shoulders. You don't. He said you could do it in small ways, but you weren't going to make major jumps. Red Sox have to clean it up defensively. 53 errors now on the season. That leads Major League Baseball. That's too many. 1 a night, 2 a night. That error in the seventh inning absolutely could have cost the Red Sox. Kelly did the job working out of the bases loaded, no out situation, but you've got to clean it up defensively. And notice one thing with the Red Sox, and there were a lot of balls hit on the ground with a runner at first base during the course of this homestand. And you thought off the bat, okay, let's turn two. They actually turned a double play against the fastest guy in the lineup for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe, Sunday night. But some of the balls hit off the bat. You're thinking, okay, turn two here. And then you realize as the ball got to the infielder, they're lucky they got one at second because the ball just wasn't hit hard enough to get two, but you have to make sure you get one in those situations. That's what Dom Smith had tonight. You got to make sure you get one. You got to make sure and understand where you're going immediately. And Dom Smith might not be with this team when Tristan Casas comes back, but in the meantime, you got to grind. And I know he does, but there's just some times where it looks like it's just laissez-faire. Even on the error the other night, that was a tough one at first base where, ground ball should be out of the inning. Didn't happen. 2 runs scored. On a ground ball to second, throw to first was to his right towards the first base coaching box, but that play has to be made. And at least get one in the situation tonight. Very fortunate in that top of the 7th inning that did not cost the Red Sox because the Yankees just didn't take advantage of it. I believe the Yankees were 0 for 5 runners in scoring position on Sunday night. So Casas on the mic, the error by Smith, Rizzo safe at first base, 53 errors on the season. But the Red Sox now 15 wins in a series finale this year, including 4 straight in the final game of a series. 15-8 in winning the final game of a series. I like that number. Build on it. The 9 runs on Sunday in a 9-3 victory against the Yankees. 8 or more runs 6 times now in the month of June. So 53 and the magic number of 8 runs on 6 different occasions during the course of the month of June for the Red Sox. So what's on tap? What's next for the Red Sox? Well, 6 in a row on the road. 6 straight. 3 in Toronto, 3 in Cincinnati. It starts Monday night in Toronto, and the Red Sox and Blue Jays are going to play 6 times over a 10-day period after not playing at all right on through Father's Day and June 16th. So the Red Sox will go at it against the Blue Jays. They'll see left-hander Yusei Kikuchi in Game 1 Monday night, then 2 right-handers, Chris Bassett and Kevin Gausman. Red Sox, again, will have an off day on Thursday. And trying to look here at my notes, and I'm not gonna be able to figure out what this is. Nick Pivetta. Pivetta goes. Pivetta, no decision Wednesday against the Phillies, went 4 innings, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Kikuchi, 2 victories in his previous 2 outings against the Orioles at home in Toronto and on the road against the Brewers. Gave up 1 earned run over 6 against Baltimore 2 starts ago against the Brewers. He tossed 5 innings of shutout baseball. That on June 11th. So he'll get the start. They'll see a left-hander. And Tyler O'Neill did not play in the game on Sunday. Likely see O'Neill in the lineup on Monday for the series opener with the lefty on the hill. So the Red Sox, now 2 games over 500. The Blue Jays are a team. Kevin Biggio, DFA'd now with the Dodgers organization. The Blue Jays have flirted with 500. They have not gotten there. They've not been above 500 since they were 13-12 back in April. The last time they were at 500, 15-15 through their first 30, also back in April. Blue Jays coming off a weekend series where they took 2 out of 3 from the Guardians, dropped the opener Friday night, won the next 2. Dalton Varsho had a grand slam on Sunday. He swings the bat in that Toronto lineup. And the Blue Jays also keep them to 4 runs or less, because when they score 5 or more, they're 27-3 on the season. They're 15-0 at home this season when they score 5 or more runs. So a couple of notes on the Blue Jays. Should be a fun series. Again, the Blue Jays, Red Sox playing 6 times starting on Monday over a 10-day period. So the Red Sox 9-3 victory against the Yankees. 9 stolen bases, 9 runs, 14 base hits, and they pick up the win, take 2 out of 3 in this series. Our Locked On Red Sox postcast follows each and every Red Sox game right through the end of the regular season. And I will say it out loud, into October as well. Thank you to our Locked On Red Sox postcast partners, FanDuel, Prize Picks, and Supply House. Locked On Red Sox postcast, part of Locked On Boston, Locked On Sports Boston. Again, we are on after every single regular season game and postseason if they get there as well. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube as well. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. All things Celtics right now. Game 5 NBA Finals Monday night in Boston. Celtics can wrap up the NBA Finals with their 18th title Monday night. It would be their 18th in franchise history. Again, John Corrales has everything you need with your Celtics coverage. He's got a look at Game 5, and the Celtics, again, 1 win away from clinching the NBA title. Game 5 Monday night at home against the Dallas Mavericks in Boston. Red Sox now on the road once again for their next 6 games. Up first, 3-game series against the Blue Jays underway on Monday night. Will be on board within minutes of the last out. 9-3 final. Red Sox over the Yankees at Fenway Park on Sunday night. And the Red Sox, again, 2 games over 500. Appreciate your support. Appreciate you tuning in right here on the Locked On Red Sox postcast.